It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your Wednesday in the Ozarks. It is July 23rd, and we are waking up in the mid-70s. Once again, it is going to be a hot and humid day. I sound like a broken record, but we just cannot get this pattern to change in the Ozarks. So we're heading to the mid-90s today. We've got sunshine in the forecast and a high heat index as well. Heat advisory still in place for all of us in the Ozarks, and we're not done with them today. In fact, we're going to extend these heat advisories through Thursday evening. It's going to be a hot stretch of days here. Daily heat index values still making it to 100 to 105 degrees with actual high temperatures in the mid 90s. Ugh, too hot to be outdoors in this type of heat. And if you have to be, make sure you're using all the precautions. As we look at the weather map today, there's not a whole lot in the way of rain chances for the Midwest. We are securely under this big bubble of hot air, the ridge of high pressure that I was referencing earlier in the week. Today, though, there is a chance for severe weather across the country, primarily up in the northern plains. That's also where the heavy rain is going to reside. Also a chance for heavy rain for our friends in the southeast. Hot and above average temperatures are likely not just the next couple of days or through the end of the week, but really through the end of the month. July looking toasty in the Ozarks. All the long range models kind of signaling it's this above average pattern that's going to hang on tight, and we can get used to these hot temperatures in the forecast. Dangerous heat is expected to continue through at least tomorrow night. So far, the heat advisory will be in place through Thursday evening. Weather Service may need to extend that if it looks like the weekend numbers come back up a bit. While heat is not expected to be excessively hot any specific day, the combination of these multiple consecutive days with these high temperatures, high humidity values, and also very warm overnight low temperatures, they've prompted this elevated heat risk, which can lead to heat exhaustion, heat stroke, dehydration, and hazards if you have to be outdoors in this type of weather. Very little change in the overall weather pattern is what's in store for us. So this summertime ridge is going to hold on tight, keeps our daily rain chances to about 15%. Rain is not totally out of the question. And in fact, if you get a shower, it might rain pretty hard because of the high humidity. However, it's just not looking like it's going to be a widespread rain event, nothing long-lived or anything that'll stick with us too long, give us too much of a shower, which really we would like to cool down and to give the grass a drink. We've got temperatures in the mid and upper 90s today, tomorrow, and on Friday with very little in the way of nighttime relief. Low temperatures will be back into the mid 70s each evening. So it is just going to be a hot stretch of days here. Around the country, what's making headlines, it's these widespread heat risks that are expanding northward through much of the Mississippi Valley and all the way into the Ohio Valley and the Great Lakes region. That's happening today and tomorrow. We also have heavy rains, flash flooding, and severe weather from the northern central plains to the upper Mississippi Valley and the upper Great Lakes. I mentioned that. Also, some super heavy downpours are possible in parts of Florida later today. If you have any friends down south, it's actually cooler in Florida than it will be in the Midwest today with our heat advisories in place, and they are going to get some heavy rain down there. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. An odd one for you yesterday. In 2018, a man in Oregon was arrested for drunk driving while riding which unusual vehicle? Do you think it was A, unicycle, B, a lawnmower, C, a shopping cart, or D, a pogo stick? Yeah, this is a weird one. And the answer is a lawnmower, believe it or not. And I did not have to go back all the way to 2018 to find someone getting DUI from a lawnmower. In fact, it also happened just 4 days ago in Florida. A man was caught driving a lawnmower down the highway. Not funny, but very unusual, definitely. So if a lawnmower was your guess, you would be correct. All right, here's the next chance for your brain twister trivia question. In 2007, a woman in Florida called 911 3 times because her local McDonald's ran out of which menu item? Which one was worth a call to 911? Do you think it was A, chicken McNuggets, B, a Big Mac, C, a French fry, or D, a McFlurry? Which one do you think she had to call McDonald's or called 911 for because her McDonald's ran out of a menu item? You can let me know your guess. That's at aroundtheozarks.com. I want to shout out our sponsors today, Command Family Medicine for keeping us healthy, Heating and Air Paramedics for keeping us cool, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet for keeping us safe on the roads in these hot temperatures. And thank you for listening to Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather this morning. Find a way to beat the heat today. Stay cool, everybody. I'll be back to chat with you first thing early tomorrow.